Howdy there, folks, and welcome back to Bullets for Bucks. My name's Stephen Bresna, and I'm out here on a beautiful Wyoming day, and we're going to be taking a look at and range testing and reviewing the brand new Vortex Razor Gen 3 6-36 by 56 rifle scope. Now, this scope is designed perfectly for long range and ELR competition, and I'm very pleased with it so far. It features that 56mm objective lens. It does come with an included sunshade, and that just does an excellent job gathering light, even in low light scenarios. It features a field of view of 20.5 feet on the lowest setting at 100 yards. On the highest magnification, it's only 3.5 feet on that 36 power. It has exposed tactical turrets for both the windage and elevation with a very nice hard positive zero stop. It has a side parallax adjustment, also a pull out side illumination with on off alternating settings. And it features 25 minutes of rotation or of travel per rotation on both the windage and the elevation turret. Has 1/4 MOA per click, hash marks every 1/4 MOA, numeric values every 1 MOA, as well as it has a revolution indicator that sticks out on the side for each revolution, so you can easily keep track of how many full revolutions you've gone up if you're shooting long range or ELR. It features 120 MOA of adjustment in the elevation, so plenty enough for those ELR or 22 competition shooters. It also features 52.5 MOA of adjustment in the windage turret. It is 15.3 inches long without the sunshade on it, and it's 45.1 ounces. So it is a very heavy, robust scope. It has a hard anodized finish that makes it scratch and abrasion resistant. This is fully made in Japan. The glass is Japanese, the metal, everything, it's made in Japan. The glass is fully multi-coated, and I gotta say, initial impressions are absolutely fantastic with it. If you want to see more of the specifications, go ahead and check out my earlier review on it. But it also has locking turrets. So if you lift up on the elevation turret, you can go ahead and adjust it. It's very audible. It's very tactile. It's not actually super audible. It's audible, but a little bit quieter than some in its price class. However, very tactile. The hash marks on the turret line up perfectly with the hash marks on the scope body for both the windage and elevation. And the way you adjust the zero on this is there's a top dial on top of your elevation turret, and you simply turn that, and you can actually adjust this scope between MOA, 1/4 MOA, or if you have the mil radian version, between those 1/10, which makes this really sweet if you really want to fine tune your zero. And as you dial that in and set your zero, you also automatically set your zero stop, which is quite nice. The side parallax knob on this is super smooth, very nice, and it seems to be very accurate. The side illumination dial pulls out. It's audible, it's tactile, feels great. This is absolutely an excellent scope so far from what I can tell. The magnification ring on this is very smooth. It does come with a quick throw lever I don't have attached today, but it's smooth and easy to use even without that quick throw lever, which I like. It does have a locking fast focused eyepiece, or a locking diopter, I should say, here at the rear, but it's underneath this scope cap. Anyways, let's go ahead and test it out. Probably out to 400 or 800 yards today. Let's just see how it goes. Shooting 100 yards here. I'm gonna just, we have one sighter shot that's just to the left of the center bullseye. That was a sighter shot. Now I'm gonna shoot a 3-shot group. Ammunition's very expensive, or I'd shoot a 5-shot group. The Timney Elite Hunter trigger breaks really clean. Really nice wide trigger blade on this. Ooh, feeding nicely, ejecting, extracting appropriately. This is going to be the first 3-shot group out of this gun. Wow, I'm impressed, folks. Factory ammunition, and that's probably a 1/2 inch group, at most 3/4 inch group, with a 300 PRC and a relatively lightweight rifle. Inherently, you know, magnums and light rifles are more difficult to shoot precisely. That is impressive. So now I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my zero about MOA to an MOA half down in about 2 MOA laps. Really loving this Vortex Razor Gen 3 6-36x56 rifle scope. The zeroing system on this is the coolest and best I've ever seen in my life. You just turn this dial, there's no audible clicks or anything like that, or it's not tactile, but you turn it and you can adjust it just perfectly, exactly where you want it. And then you just tighten these one set screw on each dial. It sets the zero stop, and super simplistic. You leave your actual turret, the tactical turret part, on 0 for both the windage and elevation, and then you loosen up the set screws, turn the top dial, zero it, tighten the set screws, and you're done. Really like this. The glass is the best I've ever used, potentially even better than the Steiner T5XI glass that I have. Little to almost no perceivable edge distortion, even at 36 power. Great light transmission, no chromatic aberration, at least no perceivable chromatic aberration, just excellent. And it seems to be tracking and dialing just perfect and holding 0. Rush that shot just a tatty bit there. Flinched on that one for sure. I would say it's about a 3/4 inch, maybe 1 inch group out of a hot barrel that's not even fully broken in. And test it out at 400 and see how it does. I'm kind of guessing elevation here, so I don't expect it to be great. Probably gonna guess about 6 MOA at 400 yards here. At my elevation, just parallax. I'll be darned. First shot on that little prairie dog. It's about a 6-inch prairie dog at 400 yards. I gotta tell you, I am loving this. I am absolutely loving this rifle and scope. Got about a 10-mile-an-hour crosswind right here. That was a hit. First shot. Oh, I like this thing. So what I'm seeing with this scope, excellent glass, excellent tracking, hold 0. Love the 0 stop system, hard positive 0 stop, locking turrets for both windage and elevation. Super nice, especially if you do use and abuse this thing. Parallax adjusts appropriately. Illumination's absolutely amazing. It has a beautiful Christmas tree style reticle with holdovers for both windage and elevation. Has its first focal plane, of course, and it has all these illumination settings up to 6, and they rotate on off. Illumination is even daytime visible, which is good to see.